Last couple of weeks we've been talking about why are we here. I get to thinking about people maybe out there in the world and people that are saved still wandering around wondering why are we here? Why did God put us here? Well, the answer to that is not just so you can be a doctor and a pastor. We talk about that, your vocation, your callings. It's not just those things. That is what you're to do here, but why are you here? Why are you here to be a doctor, okay? And the answer is found in Isaiah. It says that everyone that's called by my name, I've created him for my glory. I formed him. Yea, I have made him. So in other words, God in heaven, he tells us in the scriptures that He's created us, he says, while we're in our mother's womb, we said last time, we created us for his glory. The word created means he originated, he brought us into existence, designed you intentionally to bring him glory. Everything about me, my body, my brain, how I am, looks, nose, every hair, everything about me is God created me so that my being, my created being, my originated plan would bring him glory. But that brings us to the second thing, because it's a threefold thing that brings him glory. Second thing he said in Isaiah was, I formed you for my glory. And there's a difference. If you look at the English word, created, formed, and made, it seemed the same, but the Hebrew word is totally different. The Hebrew word created means he designed you intentionally, and now he says, I have formed you for my glory, okay? And so the word form means what? Squeezing into shape, to mold into a form, as a potter would to the clay, to determine, fashion, form, frame, and make with purpose. Now, it's different than he created us. This now is talking about an ongoing work of God in our lives. In other words, the first word created was the initial working of God in designing of your being and in the working in the womb of your mother to bring him that which is designed physically. But now this word formed is not dealing with the physical features. It's dealing with how God now, after he created you concerning your physical features, your being, is now he's dealing with the forming your character and your sanctification, okay? So God, after he made us, created us, we were birthed into the world, and now we go on this journey of him forming us then, okay? He created us, now he's forming our character, our sanctification. Jeremiah 18, 1-6 says, the word which came to Jeremiah from the Lord, he said, saying, arise, go down to the potter's house, for there I will cause thee to hear my words. And then I went down to the potter's house, he says, and behold, he wrought a work on the wheels. And the vessel that he made of clay was marred in the hand of the potter. So he made it again another vessel as it seemed good to the potter to make it. So he's making this clay pot. I've seen guys do this down in Eureka Springs, Arkansas. And he makes this pot, okay? And he forms it. And as he's forming it, he comes across a marred spot in that clay. He pulls that out of there furiously, pulls it out, throws that down, reforms it, and makes it into a vessel that seems good to him. And this is what we want God to do. We want God to take the marred spots out of us and work in us. Then he says, then the word of the Lord came to me saying, O house of Israel, cannot I do with you as this potter, saith the Lord? Behold, as the clay is in the potter's hand, so are you in my hand, O house of Israel. Look here, as God said this, threefold work of God. I created you. I made you. I designed you. I formed you while you're in your mother's womb. Now I am no longer just, I am molding you, okay? I am forming you. You see, God's forming me in my life to be like Jesus. And he works on my moral and my character. And so we are, according to God, we are being right now formed into vessels of honor for his glory. And we'll come back again next week and look at the third one.